You're watching Game Show Network. You're watching Game Show Network.
The 6 is Chancy. The 3 is Fine. The King is Fancy. But watch out for the 9 on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Hey, Dennis. Thank you very much, and welcome to Card Sharks. Good to have you here. Thank you for coming. And our thanks, too, to James Ridge of San Jose, California, for that opening poem. Thank you, James. Now let's get to the cards. Janice and Marky, if you will, start loading in the cards, and you can see we have a game in progress with these Card Sharks. Delanjan Soisa, our champion. Good to see you again.
It's great to be back, Jim.
You're a good How is your wife doing? We found out since you've been here that your wife is pregnant now.
She's doing fine, thank you.
Is this your first child you're expecting?
Yes, and yeah, extremely excited about it.
That's nice. What are you hoping for?
Doesn't matter, healthy child.
That's the way to feel. And you've done very well here. You've won $9,200 in cash. Delanjan, good champion.
Thank you.
And our challenger, Edith Laurie. Hi, Edith. Nice to see you again.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
I've got to ask you. Now, we found out yesterday that you are a great-grandmother, and yesterday was your birthday.
That's right.
I didn't want to ask a lady her age, but you told me it was okay. So you're going to tell me what?
It's okay. I'll tell you. Do you want to guess?
27, Edith.
82.
82 years young? My goodness. And you're so sporty there. That's lovely.
Thank you.
And you're a good player here. We play the best 2 out of 3, and you won game number 1,
Yes.
putting the pressure on the champion. And the cards have been cut. Good luck to both of you. And as the players know, the cards have been shuffled. They cut them. Delanjan, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red deck. And Edith, the challenger, the lower cards, the blue deck. And as you can see in game 2, Delanjan needs 2 cards. Edith has yet to turn over a card, but she leads 1-0. Best 2 out of 3. We pick up where we left off in game 2. Edith. We asked 100 pregnant women. Now, these are all women who are at least 6 months pregnant. Not quite yet, Delanjan. At least 6 months pregnant. Oh, listen to this. 100 pregnant women, we asked them, do you waddle when you walk? How many pregnant women think they do waddle?
Ooh. I have 4 children. I ought to be able to answer that question. But I don't know that they waddle. I'll say maybe 35.
35 pregnant women, at least 6 months pregnant, thought that they waddled when they walked, Delanjan.
I've seen some women who are more pregnant than my wife, and I think they feel that they waddle. So I would go a little bit higher.
Higher than that?
Yes.
If it is higher, you'll get first play of the cards. If not, it'll be Edith. And the actual number of pregnant women who think they waddle when they walk is 46.
Yeah!
Delanjan, you're right. Oh, they shouldn't feel that way. They look great. Delanjan, we left off with a 9 as your base card.
I'm going to change that card, please.
Whenever you win the question, you have the right to change it to a 4.
That's a better card. Higher.
Higher than a 4. Oh, no, it's a 2. Not higher, and that gives Edith a free chance to play a jack.
I'll say lower.
Lower than a jack. Yes, a 4.
I'll say higher.
Higher than a 4, a 9.
I'll freeze.
Freeze it. You move over the freeze bar. Can't take those cards away, and Janice will fill in the space for you, Delanjan. And the question goes to you. We found 100 women who are millionaires, and we asked them right now, are you wearing a diamond somewhere on your body? How many women millionaires said yes, they were wearing a diamond?
I think the critical point is right now. I'm sure all of them have diamonds, but whether they're wearing it right now, this trick is so it's going to be high. I'd say about 61.
61 women millionaires were wearing a diamond somewhere.
Now, when you said somewhere, the word that confused me was somewhere on their body.
That's right. Right now, are you wearing a diamond somewhere on your body?
That includes hands, doesn't it?
Hands, necklace, anywhere were they wearing a diamond?
And you said...
Maybe it was a woman belly dancer and she was
61.
wearing, I don't know.
I'll say a little higher.
Even higher than that. The actual number of women millionaires who were wearing a diamond is 81. You're right, Edith. Edith,
I
you
want
have a
to
9.
change the card.
Changing the 9 to a 5.
I'll say higher.
Higher than a 5. No, it's a 4. There's a break for DeLongin to play off his 4 and call this.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. Yes, a king.
Lower.
To tie up the match. Lower. He did it. They got a tie. And each player is one game and $100. And we will set up for the tiebreaker. Someone's going to get a crack at the money cards. And in the tiebreaker, there'll be just 3 cards up there and 3 questions here. Edith, question to you. Edith, we asked 108th grade boys in Phoenix, Arizona, have you ever smoked a cigar? How many 8th grade boys said they have?
A cigar.
A cigar.
A cigar. I'll say about 33.
33 8th graders have smoked a cigar.
If you had said cigarette, it would have been higher, but cigars, I think, is going to be lower.
Lower. The actual number of 8th grade boys who've smoked a cigar is 31. You're right, DeLongin. It's a little lower. Next question should have been how many got sick. DeLongin, your base card is a 3.
I like it. Higher.
Higher than a 3. Yes, a jack.
I like it. Lower.
You're going to try it.
A little
If
bit
it's lower, that's the championship for the win.
Yes!
DeLongin wins it. And DeLongin wins it again. Edith, you're a delightful lady. And you don't look 82. Thank you. You won $100 and some nice party gifts. Thank you for being here. Edith Laurie. Thank you, Edith. Come on down, DeLongin. He goes for the big money right after this commercial break. Way to go. Good job.
Give me a smile with everything on it, and I'll pass it on. So give me a Coke when you smile, and I promise to pass it along. I'm gonna pass it along. The one you drink when it's tired and thirsty. Coke and it's smiling how it should be. Coke tastes like Coca-Cola and
Danger, peril, romance. You never know what to expect during the Game Show Network Action Hour. First, you'll risk life and limb on Beat the Clock. Then, pantomime your way to fortune on Body Language. Man against man, woman against man, man and woman against inflatable circus clowns. The action never ends on the Game Show Network Action Hour. Saturday at 4 on Game Show Network.
Back with our champion, DeLongin Sisa. Another $200 in the game, and now we go for the big dollars. You ready?
Sure.
Let's open the board. Let's get to the money card. Oh, he's in a hurry to get up there. That's good. Money cards, all shuffled and cut. Janice starts dealing them out with $200 on the bottom level and 3 cards. And DeLongin, remember, when you move up to the second level, we'll give you another $200 of betting money and 3 more cards. Minimum bets, of course, $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet, and there you must risk at least half the money. Good luck. Here's $200. You can, of course, change your base card on each of the 3 levels if you need to. You're starting with $200 and a 2.
I love it. $200 higher.
Whole thing, $200 higher than that 2. Yes, the 3. Still a good card.
$400 higher.
All of it again. $400 higher than a 3. Yes, a 6. $800.
How about $300 higher?
He's risking $300 that this is higher than a 6. Yes, a 9. Oh, nice job on the bottom level with 1,100. Up goes the 9.
I'm going to change it, please.
You'll change the 9, and we change the 9 to a 3.
That's beautiful.
And we give you another $200 of betting money. You've got $1,300 and a good card to 3.
$1,000 higher.
$1,000. Let's see a face card now. Higher than a 3. Oh, no. Oh, no. So many low cards, but you're still not out of it. 3 cards to go. You've got a good card and $300.
I'm going all the way higher. $300 higher.
$300 higher than a 3. Yes, a 9. Back up to $600.
I'll go $200 higher. I haven't seen any face cards, so.
Going against the odds, I hope you're right. Yes, sir, no face card showing. $200 higher than a 9.
Yeah!
That's a face card for $800. And a good card moves up for the big bet.
I'm going $600 lower.
$600 lower than a king.
Yeah!
And a great comeback for $1,400, DeLongin. Well, considering that you busted there, that's a good comeback. And with that $1,400, you are now up to $10,800 in cash. You're a good player. And we'll bring out a new challenger for this fine champion right after this commercial break. That was tough for that, breaking that tweet. Almost low card.
Game Show Network has gone into the vaults to retrieve some programs that haven't been seen for decades. Just a little dusty. Hey, watch the lost episodes every Friday night.
Back with our champion, Delanjan Soisa. You get some tough cards there, a lot of low cards.
I think I'm happy with what I got.
Yeah,
finally,
a great
yeah.
comeback to come up with $1,400. You're up over $10,000. What? Okay, Delanjan, Janice is dealing out 2 brand new decks of cards, and that means we bring on a new challenger on Card Sharks. Hello, Laura Gruber. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Hi.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Won't you tell us about yourself?
Okay, my name is Laura Gruber. I live in Thousand Oaks, California. I'm originally from New York City. I've been married 5.5 months. I work supposedly full-time in a restaurant.
Supposedly?
And, yeah, well, it hasn't quite worked out full-time.
Oh.
And I'm hoping to go to school pretty soon.
Good. What would you like to take in school?
Nails.
Nails. Oh, okay. Nice to have you here with us, Laura. And of course, you've cut your cards. And that means we're ready to go as you'll play the lower cards, the blue cards, Delanjan, the upper cards, the red deck. And Delanjan, we surveyed 100 college women who live in a co-ed dorm. And we asked them, the college men may not like this question. We asked them, does living in a dorm with men make those men seem less attractive? How many college women said it does make those men seem less attractive?
I think I've read articles on the campus paper about this, and I think it's a pretty high number, and I would go around 65.
65.
I really disagree. I really do. I don't think it makes any difference. I really don't. I think it's going to be much lower.
You say lower. Well, the actual number of college women who said living in a dorm with men makes those men less attractive is 20. Very much lower, Laura. So, familiarity does not breed contempt. Laura, you start with a 6.
I'd like to change that, please.
You can change it. It becomes, an ace. Great card.
Okay, the next part is lower.
Lower than the ace. Yes, a 5.
Okay, the next part is higher.
You're going to risk it. Higher than a 5, a 7.
Okay, I'm going to freeze.
Freezing it, needing 2 cards for the first game of the match. Laura, here's your first question. We asked 100 married women. You're a married woman? Well, when you're out with another couple and your husband starts saying something you didn't want said, do you ever kick him under the table? How many married women admitted they do kick him under the table?
Gee, I've been lucky. I've never had to face that problem. Not yet, anyway. But I think not too many, really. Maybe 30. 30.
Had to give him a kick under the table, Delanjan.
I think men say a lot of things which they shouldn't say about their wives. So I'm going to go and say it's going to be a little bit higher.
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 The actual number of married women who kicked their husband under the table to keep him quiet is 65. It's higher, Delanjan. Laura, you said you were married how long?
Only 5.5 months.
Well, that explains it. Delanjan, you're starting with a 7.
I don't like it. I'm going to change it, please.
Changing the 7 to an ace.
I like that. Lower.
Both players with an ace of clubs, and he says lower, and it is.
I think I'm going to try once more lower.
Taking a risk, lower than the 10. Yes,
yeah,
a 3.
I love it. And now I'm going higher.
Higher than a 3. An 8.
Now I'm going to freeze.
Delanjan needs 1 card. Laura needs 2. And Delanjan, we asked 100 men. I love this question. 100 men. If you were touring a Pacific island inhabited by cannibals, and the chief asked you to share a pot of stew with him, would you do it? How many men said they would?
Not me. Not knowing what's going to be in it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's going to be pretty low. Because some men who got to the island and were very, very hungry. So I'd go with about 10.
10
10.
would share a pot of stew with a cannibal not knowing what's in it.
Well, I agree. I understand what he's saying. I really agree with him. But I think it should be just a little bit higher.
Higher.
Just a little bit.
The actual number of men who would share a pot of stew with the cannibals is 51. It's higher, Laura. Laura, you've got a 7.
Okay, I'd like to change that card, please.
Changing the 7 to a 2.
Okay. The next card's going to be higher.
Higher than a 2. Yes, a king.
Okay, the next card's going to be lower.
For the first game of the match, lower than a king. It is game 1 to the challenger. Well, Laura has game 1 and $100. Game 2 coming up. Janice, if you will. Janice will deal out the cards, and we'll start game 2 with a question to you, Laura. And of course, the cards going up there are the same 2 decks of cards. Laura, we asked 100 bachelors right now, do you have 2 serious girlfriends who don't know about each other? How many bachelors said they do?
Yeah, I think guys are pretty conniving. I really think there's quite a few of them. I'd say at least 55.
55 bachelors have 2 serious girlfriends who don't know about each other.
She doesn't know too much about the men. I don't think.
Well, she's an old married lady.
Right. I don't think the men are that bad. I'm going to say it's going to be lower.
Lower.
Yeah.
The actual number of bachelors who have 2 girlfriends who don't know about each other is 30. You're right, Delongen, it is lower. And Delongen starts with a 6.
I think I'm going to change it, please.
Changing the 6 to a 7. Not a good change.
Let me think. I'm going higher.
Higher than a 7? Yes, a 10.
And I'm going to freeze right there. I don't like that.
Don't like the way those cards are falling. So he has a 1-card advantage. Delongen, we asked 100 lawyers. This is a very fascinating question. I'll be curious to see the answer to this one. We asked 100 lawyers. Who would you prefer to have on a jury? All men or all women? How many lawyers said they would prefer an all-male jury?
I think a lot depends on whom they are defending. They think the men will reason things out better and the women will be more sympathetic. So I'll just go right down the center and say 50.
50. Oh, you didn't like him doing that, did you, Laura?
No.
How many prefer an all-male jury?
Women are more sympathetic, but I don't think they let men get away with that much. So I'm going to say it's a little bit higher.
Higher.
Yeah.
Well, the actual number of lawyers who would prefer an all-male jury is 29. Not higher, Delongen. So they prefer the women.
I'm going to change that card, please.
See if we can change that 10 to a queen. Better card.
That's better. I'm going lower.
Lower than a queen. A 2.
I love that. Higher.
Higher than a 2. A jack.
Oh, it's difficult to say. I'll try once more lower.
You're going to try it. Lower to tie up the match.
Yeah!
2 and Delongen ties it up. 1-1. Each player with 1 game and $100 in the tiebreaker will be coming up. But first, we're going to take time out for a message of importance.
Give me a smile with everything on it. I'll pass it on. Give me a Coke when you smile, and I promise to pass it along. I'm gonna pass it along. The world needs a lift when it's tired and thirsty. Coke and a smile is how it should be. Coke and it's life. Coca-Cola has life.
Match Game on Game Show Network is so much fun.
How fun is it?
It's so much fun that when you watch, it'll take a surgeon to remove your blank.
I said toe, and I came up with it myself.
Eyeshadow. No. It's so much fun it'll take a surgeon to remove your smile. But don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Catch Match Game at 10 a.m. Eastern only on Game Show Network.
Nicely done. Nicely.
Take a look at this. Let's play.
This is too hip for you. I'll slow down. Survey said.
100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 more. Hold it.
Let's play.
Well, we've got a tie. Each player with one game and $100. And with a tiebreaker, we set up with just 3 cards up there, 3 questions here, and the question goes to Laura. Laura, we asked 100 teenage girls. Will you be upset if you're not married by your 30th birthday? How many teenage girls said they would be upset?
Well, times have really changed, but I still think they feel they'd be an old maid, and I would say about 75.
75 say they'd be upset if they were not married by their 30th birthday, Delanjan.
I think by the time they get to 30, they would be upset. But while they're teenagers, they just think, oh, we got a whole life ahead of us, and they wouldn't worry so far. So it's going to be lower.
Lower. The actual number of teenage girls who would be upset if they are not married by the time they're 30 is 66. It's lower, Delanjan. And you start off with that all-important control, Delanjan. A 5.
I think I'm going to change that card.
Big change.
That's beautiful. Higher.
Higher than 2. A king.
Lower.
For the game, lower. Yes, and he wins the championship very quickly. 3 cards up there. Wow. Laura, thank you for joining us. You won $100. Thank you, Laura Gruber. Delanjan, come on down here, and we'll be right back for the money cards right after this. Here we go.
Hey, when you're feeling like a tea break, why not pour yourself a refreshing cup of ice-cold Coca-Cola? Coke adds life.
White America's sweetheart, or is there something in her past? Tune into The Price is Right November 11th to find out Vanna's secret obsession with pricing games. See exclusive footage before she was a star. Only on Game Show Network. All play, all day.
We are running out of time. We want to give Delanjan a chance to go for the big money, so the cards have been dealt out in front of the audience. Good luck. Here's another $200, Delanjan. And we'll start you off with this base card in the money cards. A 5. Do you want it?
I'm going to keep that and go $50 higher.
$50 higher than a 5. No, a 4. Down to 150.
I'm going 150 higher.
The whole thing, $150 higher than a 4? Yes, Jack.
Yes. I'm going $100 lower.
$100 lower than a jack. It is a 6. $400 as we move up to 6. Give you the other $200 of betting money.
I don't want that. Please change it.
Changing the 6 to 0 and 8. You're right up the middle.
I'm going $100 higher.
Gonna bet $100, risking it on that 8. We haven't seen many face cards. Come on, higher.
Yes!
A jack to 700.
I haven't seen too many face cards, so I'm going to go $100 only and lower.
$100 lower than the jack. It is a 6.
That's better.
$800 now.
$400 higher.
Oh, 400. Half the money he's risking higher than a 6. Oh no, a 2. Doggone. There's your first good card, but you're down to $400 as we move up to 2.
Everything higher.
All right, let's double it to 800. With a 200 in the game, it would be a nice round $1,000. Let's do it. Higher than the 2.
Yeah!
The 3. Wow, just a little bit. But $800 more, Delanjan. All right, come on down here. Well, you just keep rolling along, though. Yes. You certainly play well. And Delanjan Slice, our champion, is now up to $11,800 in cash. You're a fine champion. We'll meet a new challenger when next we meet on Card Sharks. Bye-bye for now.
One of our polling groups will receive a self-cleaning electric range with a digital timing center and the exclusive no-turn speed broiling system. Broils meat on both sides at once, sealing in natural juices, furnished by White Westinghouse. And some of our contestants will receive Thummy's Budget Keeper. It's pocket-sized, practical, and makes keeping your budget easy. We organize Phyllis Diller, we can organize you. And Bedsack, new idea in bed covering, provides luxury upholstery for your old mattresses and box springs and protection for new, furnished by Bedsack. And La Crosse Quality Manicure Accessories, a standard of quality for nail files, tweezers, nail clippers, clips, emery boards, cuticle and nail scissors and nippers, lacrosse, and a gift pack including Sue Bee Spun Cream Honey, the soft spreadable honey in the reusable plastic table server. Sue Bee Spun Cream Honey, the delicious pure honey spread. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.